Journey into the unknown. The cursed gold of the Superstition Mountains in Arizona. Hidden deep within the Arizonian desert lies a treasure beyond your wildest dreams. A fortune that has remained undiscovered for centuries. It's said that in the 1800s, a German immigrant named Jacob Waltz discovered gold worth millions of dollars in the Superstition Mountains in Arizona, but he died before he could reveal the location of the mine to anyone. The legend of the Lost Dutchman's gold mine has inspired countless treasure hunters over the years, many of whom have met with tragedy or misfortune in their search for the elusive gold. Some have disappeared without a trace, while others have been killed in accidents or haunted by ghosts that lie within the Superstition Mountains. Let's unravel the truth behind the lost gold of the Superstition Mountains. Jacob Waltz moved to Arizona after working as a miner in California and Nevada. Waltz was known for being a reclusive and mysterious figure. He was a difficult person to deal with and was known to carry a gun at all times. However, what Waltz was about to come across would change the world's perception about him for centuries. The story goes that Waltz was once on a prospecting trip in the Superstition Mountains when he discovered gold worth millions of dollars. However, worried that his gold might be stolen by someone else, he kept the location of the mine a secret and died before he could pass on the location to someone else. Rumors of the discovery spread quickly, and finding this pile of gold buried deep within the mountains became the life objective of many explorers. Hundreds of years have passed since then, but the gold mine remains a secret of the Superstition Mountains to this day. If you want to try your luck at finding this treasure, let's take a trip to the Superstition Mountains with the hopes of becoming a millionaire. The journey will start in Phoenix, from where you will take Route 60 eastbound for approximately 30 miles until you reach the town of Apache Junction. From there, you'll drive along the narrow winding roads of Route 88 that will run you through the heat of the Superstition Mountains. You'll be greeted with breathtaking views of the landscape. The mountains rising sharply on both sides of the road with steep cliffs and rugged canyons carving their way through the rocky terrain. You'll notice one of the most notable features of the Superstition Mountains, the presence of numerous rock formations, each with their own unique shapes and sizes. These formations are the result of millions of years of erosion and weathering and have been named after the objects or creatures they resemble. For example, there's a rock formation known as the Flatiron, which resembles an ironing board, and another formation known as the Praying Monk, which resembles a monk in prayer. As you continue along Route 88, you'll also pass by several scenic overlooks that offer panoramic views of the surrounding landscapes, such as the Apache Trail Vista, which provides sweeping views of Canyon Lake and the surrounding mountains. From here, your directionless journey to find the gold mine would begin. Be aware, the Superstition Mountains are known for their treacherous terrain and extreme weather conditions. The area is prone to flash floods, rock slides, and wildfires, making it a dangerous place for hikers and treasure hunters. But challenging conditions are part of nearly every mountain range. The Superstition Mountains, however, have something that's even more dangerous: a curse that prevents anyone from reaching the gold. Legend suggests that those who seek the mine and its riches are cursed, and that many people have lost their lives in their search for the treasure. According to the legend, the curse of the Superstition Mountains begin with the Apache tribe, who consider the mountains to be sacred and believed that contained powerful spirits. When the Spanish arrived in the area in the 1500s, they began a search for gold in the mountains, and the Apache reportedly tried to warn them away. However, the Spanish did not heed the warning, and they were said to have angered the spirits by desecrating the mountains and killing the Apache. Others, however, believe that the curse was cast by Jacob Waltz himself. In the hopes of keeping all the gold, he cast a curse that would prevent anyone but him from finding it. You might say that all these are stories made up hundreds of years ago, but no treasure hunter has ever been successful in finding the gold mine. Some have died in accidents or have been murdered, while others have simply disappeared without a trace. One such explorer was Adolf Ruth, a German immigrant who came to the United States in the early 1900s. He was an amateur treasure hunter and had a fascination with the legends surrounding the Lost Dutchman's gold mine in the Superstition Mountains. In 1931, Ruth decided to go on a treasure hunting expedition. He hired two guides, Walter and Roy Dutton, to take him to the Superstition Mountains, where the mine was believed to be located. Ruth was determined to find the mine and its legendary treasure. However, his expedition did not go as planned. He became separated from his guides and became lost in the rugged terrain. A search party was organized to look for him, but he was never found. Several months later, Ruth's skull was discovered in the mountains by a group of hikers. It appeared that he had been murdered and his body had been dragged to a remote location and buried. The circumstances surrounding Ruth's death are still a mystery, but it's believed that he was killed by someone who wanted to prevent him from finding the lost Dutchman's gold mine. The discovery of Ruth's skull added to the mystique and legend of the Superstition Mountains and the lost Dutchman's gold mine. It also added to the belief that those who searched for the treasure were cursed, and that the mountains were a dangerous and foreboding place. Adolf Ruth's ill-fated expedition was not a lesson for everyone, though. Robert Blair, a treasure hunter in the 20th century, became obsessed with the legend of the lost Dutchman's gold mine and decided to try his luck with treasure. Blair spent years studying maps and documents and accounts of the legend, searching for clues that might lead him to the treasure. He was known for his meticulous research and careful planning. He made several expeditions into the Superstition Mountains to search for the mine. In 1957, Blair embarked on what would be his final expedition into the Superstition Mountains. He was accompanied by his partner John Tuella and a man named William Cooper. The group had planned to spend several weeks in the mountains searching for clues and investigating leads. On the second day of the expedition, however, Blair became separated from the group. Tuella and Cooper searched for him for hours, but they were unable to find him. They eventually returned to their camp and waited for Blair to return, but he never did. A massive search effort was launched to find Blair. Search parties scoured the mountains for weeks, using helicopters, dogs, and other resources to comb the rugged terrain. However, no trace of Blair was ever found. Blair's disappearance has remained a mystery ever since. Some speculate that he may have fallen victim to the dangers of the Superstition Mountains, including treacherous terrain, extreme weather conditions, and encounters with wildlife. Others believe that he may have been a victim of foul play. Adolf Ruth and Robert Blair's stories are testaments to the dangers that lie within the Superstition Mountains. However, to this very day, the gold mine fascinates and intrigues people, and the Superstition Mountains remain a popular destination for treasure hunters, hikers, and tourists who are drawn to the legend of the lost gold. This haunting story of a mysterious mine is a fascinating tale of greed, adventure, and tragedy. It's a story that has inspired countless treasure hunters and prospectors over the years. Despite the many attempts to find the mine, it remains hidden to this day, shrouded in mystery and legend. While some believe it's still out there waiting to be discovered, others believe that it's nothing more than a myth. For those who believe in the curse, the lost gold will remain hidden forever. But for others, the search for the mine continues, and the mystery of the Superstition Mountains remains unsolved. Perhaps one day someone will uncover the truth behind the legend and discover the vast riches that are said to be hidden in the Superstition Mountains and would earn the title of the miner who became a millionaire.